That's the shit in there.
From the 757 to the 713, where you know we stay whipping through the streets. Some will call it swinging bang, some will call it slow ride. I just call it cruising to the beat.
It's the Cruising Podcast.
Cruising to the beat.
It's the Cruising Podcast.
Cruising to the.
Yo! Welcome back to another edition of the Cruising Podcast. I'm your host, Andrew Cruz, and today it is January 22nd. We are 22 days into the new year, y'all. 22 days. It has been 22 days of the new year, and we're here. We're welcome, guys. I mean, I just want to tell you guys, man, if you're here, I appreciate you listening to the podcast. If you are enjoying yourself, thank you so much. But what today's podcast is mostly going to be about is the last episodes of last like little bit. I'm going to give y'all but I'll give y'all some like little backstories and stuff on My Hero Academia, the anime that's a great anime. I just want to let you guys know, fantastic. Also, we're going to be talking about. I'm going to mess the name up. Gachiakuta. I know I said it wrong, and it's fine. It's okay. I don't know how to say it. I've listened to everything. I'm just like I'm gonna butcher it. So I tried. So this is just me pronouncing it like a what's the word? Americanized the name probably, and probably ruined every part of that name. But great. I can't wait to talk to you guys about that. Actually, man, it's gonna be. That one was fun to watch. And then I've also watched the first 3 episodes of oh my gosh, of Jujutsu Kaisen. Goodness gracious, what is going on here? Of Jujutsu Kaisen. I watched the first 3 episodes of it. I have thoughts. But first, where you can find the Cruising Podcast is on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Patreon, YouTube, and anywhere you can find your podcast needs. That's where you can find the Cruising Podcast. Also, you can find latest updates of the show is on Instagram at Cruising Podcast, also on Twitter at Nicetown Finest. Yeah, let's get it. All right. So, if you guys have been listening to the pod, you guys will know that My Hero Academia has been one of my favorite modern animes right now, next to Kaiju number 8, goodness gracious, solo leveling, a lot of other things, a lot of other ones too that are very new and all that. It makes me so happy that this anime was very well received. I was excited when I first heard about it. Pretty much a superhero anime with pretty much a Justice League if they were Teen Titans. Like that's what I would say My Hero is. And if I'm wrong, if I'm wrong, please let me know. But I definitely would say it's Teen Titans if they were the main focus for the Justice League movie or something like that. Like that's pretty much what it is. It follows this kid named Zuko Midoriya, who is bullied and supposedly weak and all the rest of that. But one day he goes and tries to save his friend without it. And, sorry, my bad. Let me backtrack. I forgot how many percentage it was. I think they said 90. It was like a crazy percentage that people have these things called quirks, powers, pretty much powers, but they call them quirks. Different quirks like Bakudo, as you guys know, has like hand grenades, but it has to do with like there are like their body dictates what their power is going to do. Like with Bakudo, he has to sweat. That's why he wears those 2 big ass bombs on him, because it makes him sweat, and those sweat becomes big ass bombs. As you guys probably know, All Might pretty much has all the powers. He's pretty much their Superman, just that he likes to give people hands. There's a lot of other people. There's a lot of other quirks. Just wanted to give you guys a couple. A little bit backstory. And so Midoriya one day goes to save his friend. Oh, Midoriya is also born with no quirks, and he goes to save his friend who actually has quirks. Without any thought, process, all that craziness. And he practically pretty much fails it, but he does try his best. And All Might, he catches All Might's attention, and he tells him just hey man, if you eat a piece of my hair, you can inherit my powers. What you don't know at this point is that one, or All for One, is an inherited power. It gets passed down from user to user. But the problem is that Midoriya, when he uses the quirks, that he would get really fucked up by these quirks. Like, he starts developing scars all over his hands and stuff like that. What I loved about Deku, that, oh, by the way, this is a superhero name, also was a term of being bullied by Bakudo. What I love about Deku is, yeah, he cried a lot, which is that's not the thing that I liked a lot. I actually hated it with every fiber of my being. He wasn't Tanjiro from fucking Demon Slayer, but close enough. But what I love about Midoriya is, like, it was on, if you were a villain, or you even like smelt like if you like, it didn't matter. It was on sight. Like, one of my favorite ones is when the gentle criminal was messing around during their little spring concert and shit, and Midoriya went to go get food for everyone, went to go get snacks. He just so happened to run into gentle criminal, and he's just like, well, fuck this food, I gotta whoop your ass. That's just what it is. I gotta beat your ass. And he proceeded to do so. Like, it didn't matter what if there was smoke to be had, he brought the fucking firewood. Like, that's exactly who Deku was, man. And that was why he's one of my favorites. I love Deku. He was hilarious. Not hilarious, but he was strong. You know what I mean? He was strong-willed. There will be a little bit spoilers here. I'm sorry, guys. You guys are gonna be like, "What the fuck?" I'm sorry if you're not watching My Hero Academia. If you haven't watched My Hero Academia, it's crazy. The final season mostly is them fighting this group called the League of Villains. Now, if you want to think about the League of Villains, they were what's the word? The fuck, man. Oh my gosh, Legion of Doom. Shit, they were DC's Legion of Doom. If we're gonna go DC and shit like that. And they were, they were headed by this guy named Shigaraki. Now, Shigaraki's quirk, which is cool about his quirk, is that whenever he touches stuff, it's called decay. So whenever he touches it pretty much, dies practically, or, disappears, or he does, his power is pretty fucked. I ain't gonna lie to you. So you just can't be touched by him. But here's what I hate about anime sometimes, and maybe no one else agrees with me, but I am more afraid of the human form of a fucking of a villain than anything else. When you make them all monstrous and like have all these, like with Shigaraki, he had a bunch of hands and shit, I think it takes away from how like cool the character, like Aizen from Bleach. I ain't gonna lie to you. I hated that they covered his face and kind of made him like a non-human entity type deal. Like, he just looks like he's non-human anymore. And I hate that shit. I really do. I think Aizen was so fucking cold when he was wearing glasses and stopped Ichigo's fucking sword with one finger. Stopped not just his finger, but his music with one finger. I really hate the trope where you have to make the villain into this big monstrous fucking being. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Like, it's like overkill. Well, I get it. You know what I'm saying? But with Shigaraki, the scary part about Shigaraki was he just had to fucking touch you to kill you. That's literally what his job. That's it. That's all he had. He was just like, yeah, if I touch you, I kill you. So go fuck around and find out if you want to. So he was definitely a very good villain. I never liked All for One. All for One was a good villain. I think Shigaraki was the better one in my case, because I felt like he had a reason. It just felt like All for One really didn't have a reason to want to see the world burn. Shigaraki had all the reasons in the world to see the world burn. He was the guy that turned into a villain. Just not just one bad day, but one bad fucking life. Shit. My man's, when he found out he had powers, killed his own dog and his sister. That's Shigaraki. And then gets shunned by his own parents. You know what I'm saying? No one ever took his hand. Nobody ever did anything like this. No one ever said, it's not really your fault, man. And, he was blamed. And he had every reason to become one, to go to that dark place. And he did. And I love that, it took all the users, and what's kind of cool about with the users of All For One. Did I say All For One? I meant to say One For All. I think I'm fucking this all up. I hate when they did this to me. So All For One is Midoriya's powers, which is Izuku Midoriya, of course, or Deku. All For One is is a user. I mean, is also has quirks, and his quirks is kind of cool because he steals your quirks. He can steal your shit. He really ganks your shit. I didn't like his was kind of cool. His transformation, I'm glad he didn't turn it. What's actually, his transformation was a reverse. He went from being an old man to like a kid type deal. Like every time he took damage, he would lose age or something like he would age down. And that was actually pretty sweet fucking concept. When he got killed off, it was like, damn, like, do you kill him at this point? Yes, he turns into Benjamin Button. That's exactly what he was. He was Benjamin Button, but like every time he took damage. Literally what he was. Benjamin Button. Yeah, that's exactly what it was. And then Shigaraki, just, they had to get into his heart. They had to like pretty much go to his childhood and find the crying kid like Midori was trying to do, and finally found him. And it was a touching moment because you got to see him like be a fucking human for a second. And then he was like, and then what I also like was he was locked into being a villain so much that he was like, look, he said, I know that like you're trying to get to me and that all this is, you got to me for real. He said, but I still have to be the leader of the League of Villains. I still have to want the same agenda, as in I want to see the world burn, and that's what they wanted to see because they believed in me, type shit. And he's like, once they lose belief, they don't know who they are, and they're going to be lost. He said, so I'm going down to the end. And he told Midori pretty much the same thing. He said he went down a villain, you know what I'm saying, till the end. That's where he went to go. That's what he told pretty much his most loyal follower, like, yo, man, he just wanted to let you know that. Like, that was his last words. Like, yo, make sure, I just need you to promise me that you do this. I think that throughout the seasons, and you see Shigaraki, like, you seen him, and really all he was just fucking destruction. And then in that moment, he actually kept the people that followed him, hope, and also their belief. You know what I mean? They're villains, but they're not gonna, like, now they're not lost. The agenda's still there. Just, I'm not gonna be here for it type deal. That's pretty much what I respect that. I ain't gonna lie to you. Keep your villain shit, you know what I mean? Because there were people that were following you, and they would crumble if they believe that you missed a step, or you just said, nah, fuck it. I don't believe in that bullshit no more. That was just some bullshit. Like, he actually thought about other people, and that's just, I guess that was just his character. The little time skip we get for the finale, through the fight, Midoriya had to lose all his I think it's eight or nine, all the users, all of the previous users of the of All For One, because All For One had like vestige of all the previous users, kind of like their ghosts, kind of like they were with him the whole time. And also he can pull from their power. Like, each of them had all different powers, and he can pull from it. And so at the end, he got to just, he had to let them all go and get into Shigaraki's heart. And that's pretty much how that's ended. And the last episode, I'm a little torn in it, because he lost all his powers. So he's saying that he doesn't have any quirks, but he has like an ember. He just says that he has an ember of the quirks. Like it's still there. I think what we should have known was that I think he had quirks the whole time. They just needed to be awakened the whole time. I think he forever had quirks. He just didn't know how to like awaken it. He still probably don't. He probably because he had to use he had to get the all for one, so he becomes a teacher. Everybody else starts to go on their pro careers. The crime rate is down, so anybody that makes it to UA high at this point is are pretty much going to become pros. Just in case people don't know, sorry, my bad. I probably should have talked about UA high. UA high is a high school for, of course, people with powers, and he was part of Class 1A. That was the first years, baby. The first years went through hell and back, baby. I wanted to just give y'all a little snippet of what some of the things that was going on with My Hero, because man, it's a great show. I definitely advise people to watch that. It's less than I want to say it's about 70 something episodes. It's really not that many episodes. It's not like Naruto and not like One Piece, of course, not like Bleach. It's not like a shonen. You know what I mean? Most of the shonens are about maybe 250 to over 300 or 500 episodes. This one is a pretty quick watch. Like I said, tell everybody, man, it's 20 minutes, but it's 20 minutes of greatness. Like I loved and the movies were good too. And the movie was really good. I went and saw that in theaters. Like that's how good that. Like yeah, man. I've been going to anime movies in theaters, except for I miss Chainsaw Man. Okay, I'll be honest. I was going through a tough time. I didn't go to see Chainsaw Man. I have it downloaded. I have it bought. I bought it though. I bought it. Just putting out there. I bought Chainsaw Man. So we're right. We're gonna be ready when it comes. I mean, when I'm ready. And no, but I just definitely want to like show y'all like this is one of the best. This is definitely a big three of the modern age animes, and you can go argue with yourself on that one. I think that My Hero, it's going to be My Hero, Demon Slayer for me, and then Solo Leveling. That season 2 was fucking stupid. That was crazy. Kaiju number 8, of course. It's just so actually there's so many good animes right now that it's hard to like make a real whole 3. But I would probably say Solo Leveling might have got that modern anime kind of mix right there, dog. I ain't gonna lie to you. I think they did it. I think they pulled it off. Solo Leveling was that was such a great fucking show. But like I say, man, My Hero Academia, go check it out, guys. It's on Crunchyroll now. All the seasons is up there. I'm pretty sure the movies are on there too. I didn't get to see if the movies were or not, but absolutely a must watch if you're an anime watcher. If you did, if you like superheroes and like I said, if you're a superhero fan, you like a DC Marvel type person, like this is the show for you for sure. The hero's journey and how the story was first like. It's about him becoming the greatest superhero of all time, and then like us becoming the greatest super. And then I'm gonna tell you guys, you're going to enjoy the vigilante arc where where Deku becomes a vigilante. That was such a good fucking arc, such a good arc. Oh man, he finally gets the sorry from Baki. Oh my gosh, Baki tells him I'm sorry, and like, oh my gosh, man, yeah. Once you hear you're gonna hear All Might say I am here, and you're just gonna be like, I'm here too. Yay! Love it. Okay. But yes, My Hero Academia, definitely please go check it out. You guys will not be disappointed. You're gonna be on the edge of your seat. I promise you that. All right. Continuing on. Hold on, I gotta make sure I'm not fucking this up. Hold please. Holy Mother Goose. My Hero. Okay. So I'm gonna fuck this name up. Gachiakuta. I'll write it down. Gachiakuta. Gachiakuta. Yeah, something like that. I forgot if I can say it. It's a show about this. I think I talked to you guys about it before. Got to finally watch the ending to it and how they ran into the Raiders while they were inside of a big ass trash beast. Yes, he's in a world of trash. Apparently there's like this little platform or world that's on top of another world or Earth. I think it is Earth. But there's like a floating city that goes around and drops all their trash onto the actual surface of Earth, and they are fucking all of it up. And apparently, it has become toxic to live on Earth, and also it's created these things called trash beasts. But they also have these people that are called givers. So givers can take an item and make it into a weapon, practically. One of the givers, she has scissors that become these big ass scissors, but she uses her feet to whoop some ass with it. Rudo, who is the main character, can take any trash that he wants and make it into a defensive item. Right, or now he actually used some offense with some of these trash items, which is actually pretty cool. I think he made a nail gun, which is sweet as fuck. The fight scenes are amazing. These are great fight scenes. There's a lot of heart in most of these shows. And most of this too, because the guy's a cast out. He actually was thrown down to pretty much his death from the floating city, mostly because he was wrongly accused of killing the guy that pretty much took over being his father. And he's pretty much was accused of that, and now he's trying to get back up to the floating city so he can prove his innocence. That's why I was like, what the fuck. So the main raider, I'm sorry, names are escaping me right now. It's almost 12 o'clock and I didn't know how tired I was. Sorry. The main raider, he's trying to get Rudo to kind of join the team, because he's like, you're the only one that can probably get me up to the hold on, sorry, hold on. You're the only one that can get me up past the barrier, a border. There's a border. Apparently border's being protected by this big ass fucking statue monster that's a fucking watchman and kills you almost instantly whenever you hit the border. And that was the test. He was using them as a fucking experiment. And he was like, yeah, so I just wanted to see. I said pretty much what he was like, yeah, I just wanted to see people die up there. He said, because one of the givers, she uses a sewer, like a manhole cover, and she can transport anywhere she wants. And he's just like, yeah. Because she asked him, she said, yeah, so is the experiment a failure? She was like, no. Actually, it was successful. Sorry, he was supposed to get them up past this border to get to the floating city, and she was like, yeah, nah, that was a failure, right? We didn't get up to the city. He was like, no, that was actually a success, because now I know what the fuck I'm dealing with, kind of, now I know with the Watchmen series I probably need to get by the way, all the Watchmen series are like different things. Like, so Rudo has gloves. The dude has like a little cape / jacket. There was this girl called Momo. She had boots. The boots can make you control your feelings, or control, like, she'll find like them like a happy memory and insert herself in the memory, and so make people have to protect her, which was crazy. That time was bonkers, super bonkers. Of course he's part of of course Rudo finds himself with this group called the Cleaners, who clean up trash beasts. That's pretty much what their jobs is. They really rarely want to fight people. They just want to get rid of the trash beasts from killing people. And that's what Engine's like not the leader. The leader is Boss. They call him Boss. Of course he's black, which is cool. And his sister is like the secretary, but she's a fucking badass too. And so yeah, it's a fun show. It's a really fun show. Yes, it's about trash. It's about like a kid that was collecting trash up in this floating city, and due to him caring about trash, which is weird as fuck, but due to him caring about trash, it actually gives him more power. It actually makes him be able to build these just scraps, people that throw down shit, did everything like the throwaway things and things like and like items that people were like, all right, this is not gonna work anymore, get rid of it. He actually cares about it. And due to him caring about it, it turns into a weapon or a defensive item, which is kind of cool. It's kind of a cool concept. I'm not gonna lie. His concept's pretty cool. Like Engine has this umbrella that pretty much can do whatever the fuck it wants. Like it can turn into like a little spin top and just burrow holes through and things like that. And apparently he has this intuition where he can bring people together and also find people by dumb fucking luck. Like dead ass. It's a great show. You guys are going. I promise you, I wouldn't steer you guys wrong. I love this anime. I really think that it needs to be talked about a lot, man, because it deserves it. It's 25 episodes right now. The last episode is kind of fucking weak, though. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't know if that's the last episode, but it's a little fucking weak. No, I have not gotten to watch One Punch Man season 3 yet. I need to. I forgot it even came out. Also, Death Paradise came back, which I will definitely be talking about that. I loved the first season of that show. Yeah. I think they took off Death Parade off of fucking Crunchyroll. I actually kind of liked it a little bit. It was kind of interesting. Really interesting show. It's about a show where people die and they have to pretty much play a game or make a choice if they want to go to, like, they got to show why they should go to heaven and why they shouldn't go to hell. Like it's an interesting concept. It was actually a pretty good concept. I liked it. Yeah. So that is I have butchered the name enough. I will spell it out in the comments or in the description of the episode because I know I butchered this shit and you probably wouldn't be able to spell it if I said it. That's the crazy part. Like I'm just like I'm trying to sound it out, but I'm gonna fuck it up. So we're gonna continue on. But definitely please go check it out when I spell it out. It's once again pretty much, yeah, all of these are on Crunchyroll. So if you guys got Crunchyroll, go check this shit out, man. It's actually a really good fucking show. All right, lastly, we're talking about Jujutsu Kaisen. I think the problem with me and Jujutsu Kaisen is this. The Shibuya incident was so fucking peak that this culling game arc has started out way too fucking slow for me. Yes, the first episode there is fight scenes, of course, between Itadori and fuck man, I forgot the dude's name. There's so many M's. There's a lot of M's. First 3 episodes for me. The first episode, yes, there was a lot of fighting. There was a lot of movement and things like this. The second episode and the third right now, I'm pretty sure actually what they're saying is that this 4th episode is supposed to go fucking hard in the paint. So I cannot wait to watch it. But the second and third episode, it was too slow for me. Like it started out quick with, Itadori getting stabbed and everything like that, and Chozo getting his ass whooped by the dude that that's heading the fucking Zenin clan or some part of Zenin clan, pretty much the day-to-day operation type guy. Apparently there's an execution order on Itadori. Now, here's my problem: is that those 2 episodes, the third episode for sure, was like, you motherfuckers. Like, that was just you guys just talking, and y'all are explaining what the culling game is, and I still don't know what the fuck it is. I still don't know how you earn points. Well, not earn points. It's kind of easy. You kill other sorcerers or non-sorcerers. I didn't even know non-sorcerers can join this shit. It's fucking crazy. So, if you don't have any powers or you do have powers, you can die in this fucking game. And people that don't have powers can leave at any point and never return and without dying. That's all I got. Apparently Gojo is fucking imprisoned right now. I think I need to rewatch the Shibuya incident. I feel like I missed some major fucking points. Now, Itadori is still going off the part that Sukuna kind of took over his body and killed a lot of motherfuckers. And I mean, he killed a lot of people. The girl that uses the hammer as her cursed object, we don't know if she's dead yet. Don't think she is. I think she might have just lost her eye. I think the reverse curse technique might have saved her. Possibly. So Yeah, apparently Itadori can't go back to Jujutsu High because he has an execution order on him. Like they want to fuck, like a lot of people want him dead because he is Sukuna. Also, he ate. Okay, so just in case you don't know the show, Itadori ate the fingers of a fucking demon, and the demon takes over here. It's like he's like the strongest fucking sorcerer of all time, type shit, and yeah, this guy, it's a fuck up. Yeah, he wasn't supposed to eat the shit. He ate it, and now he has the powers of this dude. And also, Itadori was already strong to begin with. He was already like an athletic kid and really strong. He's gotten even fucking stronger, especially around curse out. And he can always sense different curse objects around and things like it. The dude's a beast. It's actually pretty cool. It's a cool show. I wouldn't say it's one of them like, oh man, this is the greatest show of all time. It's okay. The Shibuya incident, though, I will say this: the second season is good as a bitch. That was fucking good. And also, why come everything happens to Shibuya, Japan? Like, what the fuck did the Shibuya do so bad where every time it's like an incident happened? Isn't Alice in Borderland fucking based around Shibuya? Like, what the fuck? What did they do? What happened in that city to where they gotta be like, well, we can't do Hiroshima and Nagasaki, so we can go to fucking Shibuya and fuck that place up a million times over? Why? What? The other one's already fucked up. Let's just go there. I just don't understand it. But so far, I think it's just fucking slow. Like, I think it's about the pickup, which is cool. I'm excited about the pickup, but overall, I just think it's too slow right now for me. I know as people probably are just punching air right now and probably don't agree with me, but I don't give a fuck. I really don't think I think I hope it picks up though. I really do. It just seems like it's like a slow burn to this fucking games, and I just wanted to get to the games. And let's get it popping. So that's just me so far with Jujutsu Kaisen season 3. Like I said, Shibuya incident got my stamp of fucking approval. I love the second season. First season, I can go. I mean, it's give or take. Like I said, I think the shit's mid. I think the first season, like everybody was gassing the fuck up. I was like, it's okay. It's not the greatest. It's a mid. I don't use that often. I hate using that fucking word, but it's true. It's actually middle of the fucking pack. And I know everybody's like, whoa, that's supposed to be like a top 3 modern animes. In whose fucking world? In your world, not mine. Sorry, I think Solo Leveling season 2 took over. It took over that third spot. That's just where it is. Sorry. Shibuya had the third spot for a second. Shibuya saved it. That Solo Leveling season 2, though. Holy shit. When he beat the shit out of that fucking Ant King, like it was with fucking sandals on. Like my man looked like he rolled out of bed and said, I gotta fuck something up today. Shit. All right, fuck it, man. Let me just put on this shirt and fucking sweatpants, and I'm gonna wear these shoes. But you know what? I'm gonna put my slippers on and beat the shit out of him. It's a fucking ant. How hard can it be? And then he proceeded to beat the shit out of the ant, and it was just like, yeah, he probably didn't need shoes. This is the most disrespectful shit ever. It's super disrespectful in my opinion. Like he beat the fucking ant so bad the ant was killing everybody with ease. And I mean ease. And this nigga was like, I'm gonna fuck you up because you made me roll out of bed. That's pretty much what that was. Like, I'm beating the shit out of you because of my sleep schedule. You fucked my sleep schedule up, you piece of shit. And so that's pretty much what he did. Yes, it's Solo Leveling. You're welcome. So yeah, with that is the pod for today. Where you can find the Cruising Podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Patreon, YouTube, and anywhere you can find podcast needs. That's where you can find the Cruising Podcast. Also, you can follow latest updates of the show. It's on Instagram at Cruising Podcast. Also on Twitter at Nicetown Finest. And I'm sorry if it seems like I'm pretty much practically almost ran out of energy. I didn't even know I was tired. Like I got super tired, and I don't know why my vision keeps getting fucking blurry. So I think it's the glasses and the light and all that say cool shit. But yeah, man. So since this is probably gonna come out on Friday, sorry. There will be another episode on Friday also, so be prepared. I guess there's going to be 2 episodes coming out on Friday. We'll see. So with that, I would like to say, man, thank you guys so much for listening to Cruise Podcast. I'm your host, Andrew Cruz. Don't do anything I wouldn't do, and I'll catch you guys later. Deuces.